Also, I just wanted to ask, like, this is a personal question also, but how do you deal with hate?
Oh, well, it's been 30, let me see, I've been doing this job for 30 years. Like, in fact, in January, it'll be 31 years since Clark's went to Sundance. And I've been online since late 95, let's say early 96. So I've been online for almost that entire time. And I'm sad to say, Majeeto, that in all that time, there has always been somebody online to tell me that I suck at my job and I'm terrible and why do I bother and all these things. That negativity has been around like since the beginning. Like and so over 30 years because of the advent of the internet, because when I started there was not the internet as we know it now. I watched that become even more vitriolic because of the anonymity. Anybody can say whatever they want and stuff. It takes a somewhat of a tough shell. You can't really have a thin skin. And there have been moments when I've succumbed to, the hate and gone back at it. And as if I'm getting in a war of words online with a stranger who has the advantage because they know everything about me and I know nothing
Yeah.
about them. And, they can point to my movies. I can't even point to theirs. So that has always existed. And it's the question of if it's when does it get so overwhelming that you're like, it's not even worth doing anymore. And so far, I'm happy to report that in 30 years, that hasn't happened where I've gotten to the point where I'm like, there's so much fucking hate for what I do, that I'm not going to do it anymore. There's hate out there in general, which you can't control as a person. Even the hate that comes at you, if you can't control that hate, there's no way on earth you could control just the hate and ignorance in general that kind of swims around out there. It's I just try to be as positive as possible. Even when people kind of go at me, I used to respond and try to take them down. Now, if I respond at all, it's to kind of make a joke or sell a ticket or something like that.
Yeah.
So I try to turn that negativity into at least something positive. Like, you know, I'll find a tweet that's like really nasty and then hook it up to a link that sells something or whatnot. It's at the origin of that is a tweet that made me feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, no denying it. It worked. Whatever they said bugged me. But, I'm like, okay, do I let it live and fester or do I try to spin it and turn it into something positive comes out of it? That's one way to deal with it. It's not, it's certainly not like, and that will cure everything. If I knew how to handle like hate online or in the real world, man, I probably would have managed my career differently. So it just comes with the territory. It's a shame to have to say that, but like I've thought about it for years in terms of like, you know, I've been living online, a creature of the internet for very nearly 30 years. And it has put me in touch with some of the most beautiful people in the world who say some of the warmest things about me or my work that I've ever seen written, or on a vlog or something like that. And yeah, there's definitely been the complete flip side of that with people saying the most heinous things that are really hurtful and whatnot. But I don't know. I guess the good outweighs the bad in terms of being able to reach out to people, that many people. Um, there's it's you got to wade through. Well, you don't. Nobody has to do anything. It's a choice, and I kind of choose to wade through the hate. It's like just recently, I guess, what in France they had the Olympics and they made them go swimming in the Seine, and like the Seine is full of like some trash or sewage or whatever fuck. You just gotta swim around the shit. It's that simple. Like
Yeah.
It's, you can be rewarded because periodically when you get through the shit, you'll find something wonderful waiting on the other side. But yeah, there's a lot of shit to wade through. Majito, Hubo, oh boy.
So poetic. Very well said, Majeeto.